Okay, I love you too. Oh, we meant you. Oh.
Maybe you.
I doubt it. Now, I have to ask you something right away,
Yes.
which is, had a little baby girl about 11 months ago.
Yeah.
Named her Neve.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, my way of getting to you. You wouldn't return my call, so I named my child after you. Still no call. What do you want?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a new low for me. No, I was just curious because everybody who asks about the name says, oh, like Neve Campbell.
Right.
And I say, well, yeah, but I don't want to, it sounds creepy if I'm like, yeah, Neve Campbell. The Neve we chose was there's an Irish name, which is Neve or Neve.
Right.
But of course the Irish, like, they have this crazy spelling. No joke, I think the way they spell, it's Gaelic, the way they spell Neve is N-I-A-M-H-F-K, lol. And we really love that name, but then I thought Neve is the way you spell it, N-E-V-E, is such a pretty simple spelling that we sort of went that way. So I hope it's okay that we're using the name.
My parents would be very flattered, I'm sure.
Now, is your Neve based on the, not the Irish Neve?
My Neve is based on, it's my mother's maiden name.
Oh.
And my mother's from Amsterdam. And in Holland, it's pronounced Neve.
Right.
And it's also originally a Portuguese name and means snow.
Oh, I've heard that. That's right.
In Italy, it's the particular snow on the peaks of mountains.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful.
If I were to meet your daughter, she'd be the first Neve I ever met. I've never met a Neve.
Let's get her out here! We let her on a roll. Conan stoops to another load for ratings magic. Well, I'm just curious because she's just a little baby.
Yeah.
I don't know how she's going to encounter, how people are going to treat her name. Because so far I've noticed that people have a hard time with that name, pronouncing it.
Yeah, I get called Neve all the time.
Neve,
all
right.
the time. And even if I say, no, it's Neve, they still say, and this is Neve.
Right.
And it just doesn't sink in. So I get that a lot, mispronunciations. And then as a kid, it was sort of Nivea cream. I got that a lot. And Nevster.
Nivea cream is not as bad as when you go through life as Conan.
Yeah, well, I got that.
People didn't even have a joke for it. They were like, hey, Conan. How is that funny? It's nothing.
I also got Campbell soup makes you poop, though.
Campbell soup makes you poop.
Down your pants and out your boot.
Oh, my God. That's a sponsor. Sorry, Campbell. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. But it is a beautiful name.
No,
so.
it is a beautiful name. I love the fact that your daughter's name is. That's really cool.
You'll meet her someday.
Yeah.
When she comes to bring me to the insane asylum. Yeah. Can I just say something? You look fantastic, and I read a beauty. I never pay attention to beauty tips, but I saw one the other day that was attributed to you, where you said that you had a great beauty tip, which was if you're feeling sort of puffy in the face, dunk your face in ice water.
Ice cold water, yeah.
Ice cold water.
Yeah, with ice, yeah.
Okay, so what does that do exactly?
Your face just gets sucked in. Like all the
Sucked
sun.
in against you, and then you're like against your skull, is basically what you're saying. I have
Pretty much. Well, you get a big bowl in the morning. And
is this if you've been like drinking the night before or something?
Yeah, exactly. Which would be good for you.
Notice how Andy doesn't back me up on that one. It's true.
I'm writing this down. Ice water.
Yeah, but you dip your head like 3 times for about 6 seconds at a time. And it's painful. I mean, you get like the ice headache.
Right,
you know,
sure. Like the Slurpee
It's not
freeze.
fun.
Right.
It wakes you up, though, and you lose the
But
stomach.
it does, yeah. I don't know if it would...
Would it work with vodka?
That might have the opposite effect.
Andy, you're missing the whole point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah. Let's talk about the new movie,
Okay.
When Will I Be Loved?
Yes.
Now, first of all, there's a cameo in this movie by Mike Tyson.
Yes.
How did that come about? And Mike Tyson just doesn't show up in movies. Oh, there's Mike Tyson again.
Go back, the director and writer had done a film with Mike before. They're friends, and Mike had done a film called Black and White with James.
Right.
And so we just happened to have lunch with him that day. He came by set, and we had lunch with him in a restaurant, and James said, why don't you come do the scene with us, the next scene? And he said, oh, I don't want to be Mike Tyson in another movie. And we said, well, you don't have to be Mike Tyson. He said, okay, I want to be Buck from Minnesota. And we said, okay, come be Buck from Minnesota.
It'd be great if he chose a character and then just, you know, turned in the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah,
He's an old Portuguese woman.
very true.
Who cares for the birds. This is a very, no other way to say it, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but there's a very erotic movie, very sexy movie, and you know, you're just going for it in this movie, which is very cool, but what is it like to watch this film with you home with anybody in your family yet?
It's a little rough.
Yeah.
Actually, so we had a private screening, and my brother came, and so I decided I brought Mike's hard liquor, actually, and that worked very well.
Oh, the hard lemonade you brought?
Yeah.
You basically got him drunk,
I
so
got
he
him
could
drunk,
just
so he could watch
drink
it.
for this part. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So that worked, and now I'm going to Toronto for the Toronto Film Festival this week, and it was difficult because I had to decide whether I was going to invite my father.
Right.
Yeah. But now I've decided that I talked to him about it, and what I've decided is that he can come, but I won't be there. Because I can't sit next to him and watch, like, love scenes and him naked in the movie and the whole nine yards.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I can appreciate that because on this show, we'll do you know, a lot of silly, really ridiculous things on the show and things and I'm okay with my parents seeing it, but I don't want to be in the room when they watch it.
Exactly.
You know, so I completely understand. And it's funny because if you're not there when they watch it, it's this weird thing where that wasn't me, that was that thing on TV. No, Conan, that's you in a diaper riding a camel. I'm over here eating a sandwich. That couldn't be me.
I know. My father, he said, well, my dad was a drama teacher, and he said, I understand art, and I understand these things. It's going to be fine. Don't worry, I can get beyond it. But he hasn't seen the movie yet.
Yeah. I'm no longer into drama anymore. I'm quitting. We have a clip here to notice.
This is Fred Weller and myself, and Fred, he's one of the characters within the film that sort of underestimated my intelligence and has tried to manipulate me, and I'm angry with him, and we're out on a street in New York.
Okay, and this is a scene, you had to steal some of these scenes.
Yeah,
you just had to grab
we shot the whole movie in 11 days, and it was real low budget, and actually during this scene, it's kind of a fight scene, and I'm hitting him with my purse, and at some point we're shooting, they said action, and I'm hitting him, and I see down the street this little old lady, she's walking down the street, and she looks up and turns and runs in the other direction.
Right. This is what happens when you steal scenes. Just grab them on the street. When will I be loved? Let's look at this clip.
Yeah. You know what? He did what you arranged for him to do.
Okay, so where's the money?
What money?
The 100,000.
The 100,000.
Yeah.
How about the 1,000? How about the 100?
I don't follow.
No, of course you don't. That's why we're having this idiotic argument. That's why you are who you are, and you will always be who you are. The richest man in Italy, an international mogul?
That's right, that's what he is.
No, that's not what he is. What he is a fraud like you.
A fraud how? What did he do?
It's not what he did, it's what he didn't do.
All right. When Will I Be Loved opens Friday in select cities. Neve, thanks so much for coming here.
Thank you so much.
Very nice having you on the show. Neve Campbell will be right back. Jane Monite's here.